Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me. I didn't feel like putting on my jewelry yet. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, dang it. Hold on one sec. Okay, sorry about that. So today's video is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me using all of the products that I got in my Colourpop order recently. I wanted to test out some of the products on camera for you. I have already tested out the foundation, and I tested it out yesterday, but we're going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation today. I've also been testing out the mascara the past 2 days, so we're going to use the new Colourpop BFF Volumizing Mascara as well. And then I'm going to be using one of the Kathleen Lights pigments in the shade The Twins on my lid today. I'll try out the Lion at some point, and then I'm also going to be using the liquid lipstick from her in the shade Little Star from the Twinkling Lights collection. So that's mostly what we're going to be using. There's only like 4 new products. So I already primed my eyes so we didn't have to waste too much time. And now I'm just going to jump into the Zodiac palette because I wanted to use the coinciding Zodiac palette with the pigment today so I could show you guys what these look like together. I've actually been reaching for this palette a ton this month, so I'm really excited to use it today as well. I mean, not really that excited because I've used it plenty of times, but I'm just saying I really have been enjoying it this past month. I've been using it quite a bit. So I'm just going to spray my brush real quick. Like I said, I already primed my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and then I just set it with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Airbrush Powder. So now for the transition shade, I'm going to jump into the shade The Libra. So I'm going to take that first, and I'm going to put that all in my crease. This shade isn't really going to show up too much like when I actually finish my look, but I did want to use it as a transition today just because I wanted to use the palette as much as possible with this look. I feel like this already is not applying properly. There we go, that's better. I'm like, why is it skipping on my crease? I'm like, that's not good. I never know if that's because of the primer or because of the eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm actually getting ready for class, and I decided to film a get ready with me before class today. Why, I don't know. I actually didn't really sleep that well last night. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get up. I actually have a reason to be up this early though, because it's actually only 10:40 in the morning. But I'm actually getting ready to go to the cyber club before class. I don't know if I'm going to be going to the club every week because, like, our classes don't start until 2 p.m. and the club is at like 11:15 or 11:30 in the morning. So, like, they can't change the time because that's, like, the common hour for the college for, like, when it's, like, the one time where people don't have class. Where there are classes scheduled at, like, 11:30 or 11:15. Like, I remember I had my math class at, like, 11:30 every day. And I'm like, how is this common hour when the math class is scheduled for 11:30? So, okay, so that is the crease shade. So now I'm going to go into the Taurus, and I'm going to use that as my crease shade. I meant to say the Libra is my transition shade. We already can't speak this morning. Okay, so we're going to use that. Oh, I forgot to grab my glitter glue. I got to grab that so I can use the pigment. I'll grab that in a minute. So I'm just going to... Actually, I really like how that's turning out. I don't want too much so I can still have like the Libra shade peeking through. So I can have a little bit of that pinkiness to the look, just to tie in the shirt. I feel like I wear this shirt a lot in videos. I've worn it in like 2 different haul videos, and now I'm wearing it today for class, but I haven't worn this shirt in like a couple months, so I wanted to wear it today because I want to go back to wearing my plaid shirts. Like, if you guys see me in a certain shirt on camera, I won't wear it again for like months, unless it's something from Lucky, because like I just don't have, I have so much clothing that I don't have like enough days to rotate my clothing like more than once after like a couple months. Like, I have to like wait to wear it again for another like couple months, and it's like really bad. Like I have a lot of clothes. So, but I have cleaned out a lot of clothes this past winter. Like we gave away stuff to Big Brother. Because I think I told you guys the story the last time we gave away stuff. I'm just cleaning off my brush with my Sephora brush cleaner. When we gave away stuff, they actually threw it out. Like we put it out on the on our on our driveway. We have like a long driveway. I'm so tired because I really didn't sleep that well. So I was like, might as well get up and film and go to the club because I really couldn't sleep anymore. So I'll tell you guys that story in a minute. So now I'm going to use the shade, the Virgo, and I'm going to use that as my defining shade. I really wanted to use this shade today, but I feel like the shade's going to be too magenta-y or purpley if I end up using this one. So I'm just going to take the Virgo, and I'm going to use that as my defining shade today. So, yeah, anyway, we were getting our driveway paved that week when we wanted Big Brother to pick up our donations at the bottom of our driveway because we're like, we have a ton of stuff to donate. Is it okay if you guys can pick it up from the bottom of the driveway? They're like, we only go door to door and we only pick up from the actual doorstep. And we're like, well, no one can go up the driveway. So my mom and my brother took everything down the driveway to donate. And we had a sign on the bags saying, do not touch or throw out for donation. And the garbage company came and threw it all out. And me and my mom and my brother, we were like, what the fuck? Like, we can't believe that they would throw out all that stuff for donation. So basically everything that we wanted to get rid of went in the trash. So I'm hoping this time when my mom donated stuff, because we had like at least 6 or 7 bags of stuff from me, my brother, and my sister, from me, my brother, and my mom to donate this time. I'm really hoping it actually went to the donation this time. So yeah. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for that. I don't want it to be too brown in the crease, so I actually really like how that looks. I'm not sure if I want to take the black or like a darker... Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the black. So I'm going to take the shade The Capricorn right here, and I'm going to put that on my outer corners. I really have been loving this shade on my outer corners lately. I've been using it a lot. I'm just going to put that on the outer corners, yeah. I really like that, so we're just going to keep it like that. I really like how this looks so far. Okay, so we're going to pop that there. And we're going to do the same on the other side. But yeah, I usually don't film this early, or I'm not even like, I can't speak today. I'm so tired. Or I'm not really up this early usually before a class on Mondays and Wednesdays, because like I said, my class isn't until 2 o'clock, so usually I don't get up until like 11 or 11:30, not 10 a.m. But I actually have to get up at 10 a.m. the next couple of days because I do have work every day. I actually did pick up a shift on Friday, so now I'm working Thursday through Sunday, which is great. Like, I need the money and might as well work. So I had the past 3 days off, so I'm going to be working the next 4 days in a row. So that is it for that. And then I'm just going to pop on my brow bone highlight real quick, and then I'm going to grab my glitter glue. So for the brow bone highlight, I'm obviously just going to take Colourpop's Hear Me Out, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to pop that right on my brow bone. Since, unfortunately, this palette doesn't have a brow bone highlight, I mostly use that shade like a lot for my brow bone. I'm just going to take the mirror from here and use it on my brow bone just because I don't really need something that's like too clear of a mirror to put this on, because usually my mirrors get dirty from the eyeshadow in the palette. I'm also trying to hit pan on this eyeshadow, so I use it as much as I can. When I have to use a brow bone highlight that I don't have in a certain palette, because like if a palette doesn't come with a brow bone highlight, that's the one I typically reach for now because I'm trying to hit pan on it. So now I'm going to grab the glitter glue. I don't really have to pause it because I'm just going to literally just grab it right now. And I'm going to see how it applies dry first. So I'm going to grab the Colourpop Caffeine Lights Loose Pigment in the shade The Twins, and I'm going to apply this one all over my lid. I was originally going to use Kat Von D's palette today, because that's usually the palette that I use. I'm just going to push my computer forward so we don't make like a mess. So first I'm going to apply the glitter glue, because this is my best friend when it comes to applying anything on my lid, especially pigments. So we're going to apply this first. I'll be right back. I'm just going to apply it real quick. Alright, so I got the glitter glue on. Now I'm going to take the Twins pigment and I'm going to just open it up. The only thing about this that I don't really love about the packaging is that there's no sifter. It's straight up loose glitter. I guess that's why they called it a loose pigment, because there's no top. So I'm just going to lay out the tops on like a tissue. And then I'm going to take the pigment and I'm going to dip it with my brush just a little bit, not too crazy, and then we're just going to apply it. Like, we're just going to start applying it, because I don't want it to like be too glittery when I first put it on. Ooh, oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, oh, that's really pretty dry. So I'm going to apply it dry first, and then I'm going to see how it does wet. Damn, I'm going to glitter like everywhere. Trying to apply it to the inner part. I'm just going to take what's on the top, and I'm going to try and apply that to the inner corners. Not the inner corners, but like the inner part of my lid. Oh, so freaking pretty. Look at that. Ooh. And then I'm going to apply. That barely took anything. That uncovered my that covered my entire lid. Okay, now I'm going to apply it on this side. And that's why I don't do my foundation first, because I knew these would have fallout, because like that girl Shay says, they are loose pigments. So it's not like they're not going to be fallout free. Ooh, look how pretty. Oh my god, this is so perfect for my shirt. And that is stunning. Oh, that is so freaking pretty. Okay, now we're going to see how it applies wet. Since I already love it dry, I'm going to try and see how it looks when it's wet. So I'm going to take the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. You can take any setting spray, and I'm just going to wet my brush. She uses MAC Fix Plus in her swatch video on her channel, like Kathleen. But you really like can use any spray. Alright, I really feel like that didn't really have anything on it. So I'm going to try and spray it again. I feel like I'm making a mess in my crease, but it's so pretty. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do. It actually has like that, I wouldn't say it has as much of that duochrome effect as she said that it had. I feel like it's just a pink brown kind of glitter. I don't think it's as duochrome-y as she claimed it was in her video. I mean, all I can really see is pink and bronze. I don't really see like different colors as I turn in the light. So that would be the only complaint I would have about this. But other than that, it's a gorgeous rose gold pigment. So definitely 100% a fan of this so far. I think it's really beautiful. I just want to clean up my crease just a tiny bit. Just because I feel like I got glitter transfer in my crease. Oh, that's good. It actually cleaned up pretty nicely. That was actually really easy. Okay. And I'm just going to take the Virgo shade one more time and clean up my crease with that because I feel like it's still, there's still a little bit of glitter in my crease. So we're just going to take that again. And then we're going to move on and do the face real quick. Just like that. I'm surprised at how easy that was to clean up. But it looks stunning. Like freaking stunning. Where'd the brush just go that I had it on? Alright, well, while I'm looking for that, I'm also going to just clean up my under eyes with a makeup wipe real quick because I did get some glitter underneath. Alright, that should be good. I'll put that back in there. Honestly, I just put these back in here because usually I don't use those on my face. I just use them for hand swatches and like cleaning up my under eyes. So I can reuse them because I mostly use them on my hands. Okay, so that's good for that. I think we're Gucci for the eyes. I think this was the one that I just used. I feel like I need just a tiny bit more like right here. That's perfect. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the face. I just want to grab my primer and my concealer real quick. I'm not sure what concealer I want to use today. I was just going to use the No Filter concealer, but I did just use that yesterday when I used the foundation, but we're going to see which one I actually want to use today. I'm also going to grab, I think I'm going to bake today. I think I'm going to attempt to bake my under eyes. Yeah. I'm going to try and use either the NARS translucent setting powder, because a lot of people say this is good for baking, or the Hourglass powder. Because a lot of people use that for baking as well. So I'm just going to prime my face. I'm going to use my primer spray from NYX because I feel like when I used the foundation yesterday, it was a little bit dry on my skin. So I kind of want to like hydrate my skin a little bit first before we go in with the foundation. So I'm just going to do a couple sprays of that. And then for the primer, I'm just going to use my Maybelline Master Prime. I've actually been using quite a few different primers lately, but this is my favorite when I'm like trying out a new foundation. It's like one of my favorite primers, so I just use this one. So hopefully this will help hydrate my skin a little bit more for the stick. So for me, even though it is a stick foundation, I still use sponges to apply foundations just because I feel like it looks so much better. I probably should, I'm just going to grab a couple more tissues, just give me a sec. Okay, so we're good now, so I grabbed a couple more tissues. So now I'm going to go in with the Colourpop No Filter Sticks foundation. I'm in the shade Fair 5W, which is Fair 5 Warm. And this is what the packaging looks like. I actually really like the packaging of this. I think it's really sleek and classy. Sorry, I'm just holding it the wrong way. So it says Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation, and then this is the shade. And now we're going to apply it to my face. I'm going to apply it in sections, I think, because that's usually how I apply stick foundations. So I'm just going to start with like 3 swipes. I did find this to be a little bit harder to build or blend out than my Makeup Forever stick foundation, and you guys know I've been really loving that foundation lately. Alright, I feel like I need a little bit more water. I'm just literally dipping it into the water that I drank last night. Don't judge me. But it's like my own water, and I'm not going to go back into the bathroom, and I feel like that made it look a little bit better. I just feel like it looks very dry. She did say that this is more difficult to blend than her Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. And I prefer that one over this one, I think, just using this. And I feel like I prefer the liquid version of this foundation over this stick foundation, but I still have to use it more. I've only used it yesterday. But from what I could tell yesterday, I do definitely prefer the other foundations that I said over this one. But not to say that this is a bad foundation. I do like it, but it does take a little bit more work to blend out. And usually like with a stick foundation, like you want it to be easy and convenient. It's not like this takes forever to blend out. It just takes a little bit more work to blend it out, but it blends out perfectly fine. All right, so that's how it looks on my skin so far. And I do like how it covers. Like it covers really naturally. It actually has a lot more of a natural coverage than the liquid, which I'm actually surprised about. But she did say it's more of a natural coverage. She tested this out on her channel, so that's why I keep on saying like what her thoughts were. And she said that she prefers this version over the liquid foundation. For me, I like the liquid foundation more so far. But I'm going to see how this wears throughout the day, and I'll update you guys in a favorites video. But I do feel like it just looks really dry on my nose today. I didn't wear makeup for most of the day yesterday. I didn't put it on until like 4 or 5 o'clock because I wasn't sure if I was seeing my boyfriend yesterday. But I ended up seeing my friend Alicia. She picked me up for happy hour because it was like kind of like really gross out with the snow and stuff. There's no way I'm going to be on time for this club today. So now I'm just going to blend it out on my forehead because now it's 11 o'clock. And I wanted to get out of here in like 20 minutes. Like my lunch is made and everything, but still got to drive to school. Need a little bit more on my forehead. Okay, so that's how it looks on my face so far, and I actually really love it, but we definitely need to conceal a little bit. It doesn't really cover like that much, but what I can tell is that I do feel like this foundation pulling on my skin a little bit. It is very matte, I feel like, but it doesn't appear like too matte in person. I just know it has like a matte finish. I can feel it on my skin as opposed to like the no filter foundation, the liquid version. I just can feel it on my skin when I first apply it, and it's not like it bothers me or anything, but I'm just saying like you do feel this on your face. So if you don't like concealers like that, you're not gonna, I mean, if you don't love foundations like that, you're not gonna love this foundation, but it's not a big deal to me. I think I'm going to use the coinciding concealer, so I'm just going to go in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I did just use this yesterday, but I figured to use it again in this video just to show you guys how they work together. Wow, that's a lot of concealer, Caitlin. And you guys know this is one of my holy grail favorite concealers, so I might as well use it in this video. I was going to use the Jouer one, but I was like, let me use them together so I can show you guys how it looks when they're used together. So I'm just going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender as well. And I'm going to see if baking really does help me in general, because I really do feel like my concealer creases just way too quickly on me. Lately, I'm like, I feel like everything that I do like doesn't make my concealer not crease. And I feel like I need to start baking because I feel like that might be the only way that I can not have my concealer crease on me all the time. Because I don't think it's the powder or the sponge that I'm using. I think it's just because I'm not setting my concealer properly. Alright, so that is the concealer on my face, and now I'm just going to apply it to my under eyes. I mean, you guys have seen me use this concealer a million times anyway. So I'm just going to apply it under my eyes. See how much more coverage it adds, though? like the foundation by itself doesn't really add too much coverage. Like you actually really need the concealer if you want like something a little bit more high coverage, or you need to cover just more in general. The foundation isn't going to cover everything. But I like that. Like you guys know, I don't really love full coverage foundations. I kind of love like that your concealer does most of the work because it can highlight more. And you guys know I love this concealer anyway. All right, so we're just gonna finish blending this out. But this concealer does blend out really easily. Okay, and since I did that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the NARS translucent setting powder. A lot of people use this powder to bake. Most people use the, I'm not going to take too much either. I'm only going to take like the tiniest amount on my under eyes because when I used it the first time, I used like way too much. So I'm just going to dip my Beauty Blender again into the water that I have. And I'm going to take like just a little bit. And I'm just going to press it into my skin. Okay, I need more than that. Damn, it's like barely anything. But I just really feel like my under eyes really need to be baked because, okay, I really need some more powder. There's like nothing. I'm just going to pour it into the top. All right, well, that's all I'm going to do. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're just going to let that sit for a little bit, and I'm going to do my under eyes. The powder just went everywhere, but at least it's a translucent powder, so it doesn't really matter. So you guys can see I did bake it a little bit. I feel like it did help a little bit underneath the eyes. I'm hoping that'll bake, like actually bake. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab my my waterline eyeliner. So I'm just going to take MAC's Costa Riche, and I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes. Well, on my waterline, I mean. And Roxette Arisa said you don't have to bake more than like 2 to 3 minutes. Some people leave it on lit for days and they think that it makes like their powder look better. I mean, their under eyes look better, but I'm hoping that letting it sink into my skin a little bit will help it not crease. So now we're going to jump into the mascara. I'm going to be using the Colourpop BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black on Black. And we're just going to apply this to the top lashes while the powder is still doing its thing. So I'm going to use this mascara on camera today. I have been using it the past couple of days and I really like it. I really love the wand. So I'm going to use it on camera for you guys. So I'm just going to apply it to the top lashes real quick. I'm tired already. Like, I'm overdoing my makeup. Like, I want to be done. Of course, I poke myself right in the eye. But somehow I didn't get any transfer anywhere. That's actually talent, Caitlin. Okay. So I applied the mascara. I'm just going to... I would have applied shadow to my lower lash line, but like I couldn't be bothered because I was still baking my under eyes and I kind of got a little bit of transfer from the mascara because I blinked. That was a little bit derm. And then I'm just going to just blend out the crease again, just because I feel like I'm getting a little bit more glitter transfer from the pigments. And then I'm just going to take the smaller brush, just because I'm still like baking my under eyes a little bit. I'm going to just wipe that away. Alright, so I think it's been a couple of minutes. So I think we're going to wipe away the bake, even though I barely baked anyway. So I'm just going to take my small little powder brush, this little one, and I'm just going to wipe away some of the powder. Right, well, I think that it helped. So I'm hoping that will help my under eyes. My under eyes look pretty good right now, so yeah. And the mascara mostly got wiped away too, so I think we're good with that. So now I'm just going to take my mascara and I'm going to just coat my lashes, so just give me a sec. I don't have to show you guys that. Okay, so I just did my, I feel like it did help. Like, I can tell, like, my concealer did not crease half as fast as yesterday, so that does make me very happy. So now I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, and I'm just going to set my face. I feel like that this foundation needs, like, a lighter setting powder, because, like I said, I do feel like it's very matte, so that's why I really like this one with it. So that is it, like, for the eyes and everything, and I really like how they turned out. I'm, like, obsessed with this pigment. I think it's so freaking gorgeous. So now I'm going to jump into bronzer. I'm going to be taking the bronzer from the Smashbox Ablaze Face Palette, and I did haul this recently, and I've been obsessed with using this bronzer. I've used it almost every day since I've gotten it, and I really, really love it. It's very easy to use, and I'm going to take the Real Techniques blush brush, and all you need is like one little tap, and it applies. Like, it's so pigmented, but it blends out really beautifully. I'm going to apply that. See how pretty that is? Like, it's so easy to apply, like, barely need any. Like, literally, I'm dipping my brush, like, so little, and then I'm going to apply it again. So I'm actually getting ready for the Cyber Club before class, like I said. So like I said, since I couldn't really sleep, I just decided to get up and actually go to it. Because I was like, well, it's not like I'm really doing anything else, and this is the first day that it's starting up again. And I kind of really want to be there because they probably will start talking about certain events that we might be going to. Like, actually going to an event, like, as a club together. We might be going to, like, a competition or, like, a convention, and I really, really, really want to go to a convention. Like, in the city. Like, we're trying to get the school to pay for it. Alright, I gotta hurry my ass up. Okay, so that is it for the bronzer. I just really, really love it. I might come back and use the highlight in this. I'm just going to apply my blush really quickly. I'm not going to take the blush from the Smashbox palette because I feel like that blush is too orange for this look. Why do my MAC blushes literally go everywhere in here? Like, they just fall out all the time. All right, which shade should I use? I really am leaning towards Melba or Spring Sheen or Margin. I think I'm going to mix... And this smells like plastic because of, like, the sticky inserts in there. I think I'm just going to take Melba. I might mix something else, but this is such an easy blush to use. I'm just going to apply that. Also, I'm trying to film this Get Ready With Me this week because I don't think I'm going to be able to film Get Ready With Me this Friday for Makeup and Chill Fridays. Like, this is going to be the get ready with me that I post next week after I post my haul video. Because I actually ended up picking up a shift on Friday. My manager texted me and asked me if I wanted to work for one of my coworkers. I'm like, yeah, I'll work. Like, I need the money. All right, so for the highlight, I'm going to take the Colourpop On the Cusp highlighter. I actually haven't used this in a little while, and I wanted to use it for today's look since it is the Zodiac highlight. So I'm going to take a little bit. I'm not going to use my fingers today. I'm just going to use the brush. I'm going to apply it with my Anastasia brush. Ooh, so pretty. I love this highlighter. It's literally like so stunning. I'm going to take a little bit of my finger and I'm going to apply it like that, and then I'm going to blend it out. Never feel I can actually like see this shit. I'm going to apply it to the other side. Look how sparkly it is. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to take my finger again, and I'm just going to blend it out again with a brush. I don't know if it actually looks like that on this side, so I'm going to take a little bit more. And then I'm going to apply it to my nose and my Cupid's bow. And take a little bit on my finger and go like that, and then same thing on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take a little bit on above my brow. Oh, I didn't highlight my inner corners. I'm forgetting something about my eyes today. Whoopsie. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so that's it for that. Okay, and then for the finishing highlighter, I'm going to take one of the highlights from this palette, and I'm going to take the like Dual Chromey Peach shade, and I'm going to use that over the Colourpop one. I just thought it'd be like cool. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that. Damn, that made it like so pigmented. Look at that. Look at that. Hopefully that's even. Hopefully it doesn't look crazy. I just feel like it looks so thick on this side. Alright, and now I'm just going to spray my face with my NYX setting spray. I don't even know why I try to get to things on time when like I'm never on time for anything. So I'm just going to do my inner corners really quick. I need to keep this palette out just so I can highlight again. So I'm going to take the Zodiac palette again. Where the heck is my inner corner brush? Oh my god, I'm so mad I forgot to do my inner corners. I have like all this green eyeshadow on the brush from yesterday for the look that I did. So for the inner corners, I'm going to take the shade The Cancer, and I'm going to put that on my inner corners. Can't believe I forgot to do this. As like my setting spray is drying and stuff. Why is there gunk on my inner corners again? The shade is so freaking pretty. Why am I dipping into the matte shade? Get it together, Caitlin. I don't know why it's always more pigmented on the other side. Maybe I need to start applying it to this side first, and maybe it would actually apply properly. It's like literally so annoying that this side is always more pigmented than this side. I'm just going to take my finger and press it in once, and that should be just fine. Okay. And then I'm just going to take the highlight one more time, and I'm going to just put that over what I just did because, oh my god, that's so freaking pretty. Okay, so that's it for that. I'm going to go do my brows off camera real quick, and then we'll do my lips. Okay, so I did my brows and I already started lining my lips just to save some time. I'm using Kat Von D's Everlasting Liner in the shade Hawkeye. And I feel like this shade is going to be perfect for the lipstick. I swear, her lip liners are so pigmented. It's like nuts. I really need to get out of here or I'm not even going to make the club. I really wish my campus was closer and not a half hour away. But yeah, my boyfriend didn't pick me up yesterday, but one of my best friends now, I see her all the time for happy hour. She picked me up because my driveway like wasn't clear yet. And of course my mom started shoveling the driveway after she picked me up again. So now for the lips, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop and Captain Light's Twinkling Lights Lippy in the shade Little Star. So I just got this like 2 days ago. I haven't worn it yet, so I'm really excited to apply it. This is the Ultra Matte Lip. And I haven't worn this yet, so I'm really excited to wear it. Ooh, that is so pretty. And it goes perfectly with this lip liner. Wow. That's like a spot-on match. This color really reminds me of Kat Von D's Lolita, actually. I wonder if this is a dupe for it. This shade is so pretty. I can't get over how pretty it is, and it's so perfect for this look. I'm just going to finish it up off camera. Okay, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I'm running so late, so I have to go. I love you guys. Bye, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you tried out any of these products. Bye. Please like and subscribe. Bye.